Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Gets it out fast. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Got his man quickly. It's a seam wide open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Got a man, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Peoples. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Using his feet. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then
ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great.
By the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sayin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I think out routes are solely about timing, because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
On third down, he drops the throw. Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw. It's Sayin. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a... He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Six plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time on target. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Got him downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Goes to the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches.
Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This has been a nightmare for the offense. What's one of the most critical statistics in any college football game? It's the turnover battle. They've already got 3, David. We're not even through the first half. This couldn't be any worse if you're on offense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise why they're trailing in this football game. When you continue to give the football to the other team and put your defense in a bind, you're going to give up points. So they've got to find something with this offense that they can do well, because right now they're finding a good way to turn it over. But they got to do something positive to get back in this football game.
He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. And the returner will be dragged down.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. To the ground with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to him. Gets it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Underwood. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Now the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. It's a running room. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's McCulley. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. And the Wolverines will move the sticks.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
So we open the final period with a third down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Klein. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that 1st down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working on the right. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Rush is on him. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And unfortunately, that's what we've seen from this offense all game long. They got 3 points. They haven't been able to put drives together. Down late, needed to score some points. The turnover, this one is over.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able... The completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass on second down. He makes the catch. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Starts to scramble to the left. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front seven defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
The play action fake. Scrambling away. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Grab near the sticks. It's Ray. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air, it's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it, making him feel it.
He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike. strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Dances away to buy time. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tennessee! Setting up for the extra point and the top.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be.
The fake, and he wants to throw. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Ray. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Fleming. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Ray. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Throwing right. It's complete. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Working well behind on the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory.